Have you ever wondered how to hire an influencer? Unless you're living under a rock, I'm sure you've heard the term influencer in the last few years. We've all heard swipe up at least a few dozen times, but did you know that there's such a thing as micro and nano influencers? There's many types of influencers, and if you're looking to expand your brand working with one, you'll want to be an influencer pro. Today we'll walk you through how to hire an influencer. My name is Noel, and this is Jotform. It can be a challenge to build credibility and trust with your target audience. Because of this, many brands have turned to social media influencers to help win over audience members. Whether blogger, Instagram influencer, or YouTube sensation, a high-profile personality can play a huge role in how your company engages with its prospective customers. So how do you know how to find and hire the right influencer to help you meet your marketing goals? Start with influencer marketing goals and targets. Develop well-defined objectives for your social media marketing program. It's also important to define who your target audience is or their buyer personas. These objectives will help you better understand the type of influencer you need. After you've defined targets and marketing goals, decide on the type of influencer that will best be suited for that job. Clearly pinpointing the objectives for your influencer marketing program will also help you determine the type of influencer you need. We can break down influencers into 4 different subcategories: mega influencers, macro influencers, micro influencers, and nano influencers. Mega influencers sit at the top of all social media influencers. This type of influencer is typically a celebrity or athlete with a follower count of over 1 million that mostly consists of consumers. They may also be involved in more than one niche. Macro influencers have a smaller follower count between 100,000 to 1 million, which is still very significant. They tend to be famous bloggers or YouTube stars who have creative viral content or are prolific posters. They have a more niche-focused audience and a high engagement rate. A micro-influencer has a much smaller following and no celebrity status. This makes them less expensive to work with, but still may deliver a good return on investment due to their perceived authenticity and more personal relationships with their followers. A nano-influencer works strictly with a small, specific community. This type of influencer is ideal for local businesses who want to build brand awareness in their area. With the different types of influencers in mind, you can now create a shortlist of influencer candidates. Conduct in-depth research on potential influencers to shorten your candidate list. Check out their activity online and study their digital habits. Read their Instagram posts and follow them on Twitter. Keep an eye out for influencers whose target audience and social channels align with the ones you've targeted. Make sure to consider the demographics and psychographics of potential influencers, such as age, gender, profession, location, interests, and motivations. Do they align with your product or service and your brand values? Do they have sponsored posts on their Instagram account? Are they looking for monetary payment or do they want free products? Another important facet of their social media is how they interact with their followers. Beyond the size of their audience or numbers of followers, the quality of both the influencer and their follower is what matters. Do they respond to comments? How do they handle any difficult conversations? Look at their content creation, including writing style, topics they post about, and their overall tone. Lastly, consider how the influencer interacts offline. What, if any, offline events do they participate in? Do those events align with your company's efforts and values? While sorting through all their social media and deciding if they're a great fit or not, have a price in mind. One of the most challenging aspects of hiring an influencer is determining which one offers the right price for your marketing budget and expected return on investment. A little bit of online research should reveal the approximate influencer pricing for various types of campaign participation. As an influencer's number of followers increases, so does the price. Whether or not the campaign is one-time versus ongoing can also play a part in the overall cost. When you've completed all your research and landed on a price and an influencer you feel confident in, it's time to sign a contract. It's important to formalize what could be a beneficial long-term relationship by putting everything in writing and signing a contract. Jotform's influencer contract template is a great tool to use when you've made a decision. It lists the influencer's contact info, social media platforms, and campaign info. It also lists terms and conditions, including payment fees, types of content, copyright, and confidentiality agreements. Once your contract is in place, your influencer can get to work doing what they do best: influencing. And in return, you get to reach your targeted audience and broaden your brand. Here's a quick review. Start with defining your marketing goals and targets as it relates to working with an influencer. Then, decide on which type of influencer will best suit your brand's needs. Create a short list of influencer candidates and further your research during this step to whittle down this list. Have a price in mind and then sign a contract with the influencer. You're ready to enter into a great partnership and see your brand grow. Until next time, I'm Noel, and this is Jotform.